Hello, everybody, and welcome back to AMA headquarters here at the International Aeromodeling Center. We are here today for the RC Scale Aerobatics Championships in memory this year of John Schroeder. I am here today with Tony Stillman, who is going to talk with us a little bit about what this event is all about, and then we've got a couple of pilots that we're going to check in with and see how the weekend's been going. So, Tony, for those who might not be familiar, tell us a little bit about some of the activity that viewers are seeing behind us right now.
Yeah, IMAC is the miniature version of full-scale aerobatics. International Aerobatic Club is IAC, and IM is just miniature. So these are the exact same things that we fly in full scale, just in a model airplane setting. So scale models, they all have pilots in them, and they fly the same routines. So it's pretty cool stuff. Been doing this for a little while, and the aerobatics it's aerobatics, but it's to a scale regime. So it's pretty cool.
So I understand that you've got a little bit of history flying scale aerobatics as well. Is that right?
Yeah, a little bit. I flew in the World Aerobatics Championships that was put on at the Joe Knoll flying site area. So that was kind of fun. Same size airplanes, but we're even flying bigger airplanes here now. They got large aircraft up to 200cc engines, so it was pretty cool.
So you just heard one of those airplanes right behind us here as one of these pilots gets ready to take their competitive flight. As Tony mentioned, these are really some sizable aircraft, and because they are scale representations, I mean, they're just gorgeous to look at. So Tony, if you don't mind, I'd love for you to talk just a little bit about what's probably going through this pilot's mind right now as he's taking off and getting ready to put in his competitive flight.
Well, it's really a team sport, and if we actually look over there, you got a pilot and a caller. And what they're doing is they're flying a preset routine. They do a takeoff and get in the area, and then once it's time for them to fly, they enter the aerobatic box, and it's just a zone of space of length, width, and actually height. And they have to fly the complete maneuver schedule inside the aerobatic box. They have a routine they have to follow, so the caller is letting the pilot know what the next maneuver is, so he can position his aircraft. And the maneuvers get pretty complex, so you may have rolls in opposite direction, or they may have to roll to the right first and then to the left and stuff like that. So you could have issues like that the instructor or the caller is trying to help the pilot remember, okay, this roll starts to the left and it's 2.5 snaps to the right and whatever. So it's very complex. And as a pilot, you're concentrating on what you're doing, you can kind of forget what's going on next. So having that person there that's helping you keep your routine straight is invaluable. And they work together as a team usually.
That's awesome. Yeah, it absolutely sounds like a team sport. Kind of puts me in the mindset of a rally racer. You know, you always see the driver and you see the navigator behind telling him what's coming up next.
Yeah, and you really can't do the event without having both.
It makes a lot of sense. Well, I had talked just a few minutes ago to a couple of competitors, and it actually looks like we've got JJ. He's walking right back through this beautiful field of airplanes behind me. Let's walk down. I want to talk with JJ a little bit about what this weekend has been like for him. I'm going to do my best to keep some of the wind out of this microphone because it is a breezy day out here, which I would expect probably affords some specific challenges to some of these pilots.
Well, yeah, they have to compensate for the wind and keep the aircraft. Watch out behind you here. Keep the aircraft in the box and then fly geometric patterns, sequences, and so they have to compensate for wind, drift, angles. So it's a lot of work, a lot more work when there's wind.
Absolutely. Well, here it looks like we've got JJ's been gracious to spare a few minutes out of his competitive day for us. JJ, thanks for taking some time with us.
You're welcome. I'd love to.
So tell us a little bit about what the weekend has been like for you so far.
So far it's been fun. It rained a little bit, but besides that, it's been great competition. Windy, but we've been able to handle it.
So tell me a little bit about some of the things, and I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here, some of the things that you've done over the last maybe weeks, months to get prepared for this contest.
Well, unfortunately we weren't able to go to Clover Creek Aerodrome to practice for the Nats. So instead, we went out to my local field, House Mountain RC in Knoxville, Tennessee, or Corrigan. And we went out there in an RV and trailer, and we flew for 4 days. We got out there Tuesday, and then we left Friday, went home Saturday, packed up, left Sunday, and got out here.
Awesome. So talk to me a little bit about the windy conditions today. How has that affected your flying?
Well, it's been blowing us out, so we've been having to keep a lot of rudder in it to keep it from going out and making us not able to see it. So just that, and when correct our up lines, down lines, all the above. Just try and keep it going straight.
So we have a lot of viewers, I'm sure, that are seeing this for the first time, and there are some folks that are watching this today that are probably looking at this thinking, man, that is really, really cool. I wouldn't know where to start to get involved. So what kind of advice might you have for somebody who's new looking at this and maybe feeling a little bit intimidated even and thinking, how do I get there? How do I get here and participate?
Yeah. Well, you can go online, search IMAC RC. The IMAC website should come up. Just click on there and see what events are happening. Go to one. Talk to people. Most of us are more than happy to talk, and help you figure out what you need to do and what you'll need or what you'll need to learn. Or just go to a judging school. They have them every year around just the beginning of the year. I think March, somewhere in there. Just go to judging school, try it. It's just fun to figure out.
You're not going to learn until you try, right?
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for taking some time with us this afternoon. I know you guys are obviously very busy. I'm sure the pressure's on as you get ready for your next flight. So we wish you the best of luck, and we'll hope the wind dies down a little bit before you take to the air again.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you, JJ's absolutely right. Just being out, and this really goes for all of our events, and getting the opportunity to meet some of the other pilots, the contest director, the judges, the Nats News reporter that's working with us this year, is such a welcoming environment. If it's ever something that seems like it would be interesting to you, absolutely encourage you to come out, contact some of these folks, give it a try. Everybody here is having a lot of fun. When it comes to Nats News, make sure that you head over to modelaircraft.org and search for Nats News. You could also just go right to nats.modelaircraft.org. You can see our daily coverage of the Nats and really stay in touch with everything that's going on here throughout the summer at the International Aeromodeling Center. Tony, anything that you would add before we finish up here?
Well, everybody's having fun. Weather doesn't affect that. Everybody's having fun, brought their airplanes, having a good time, meeting good old friends and making new friends. That's part of it too. So everybody needs to give it a shot.
Absolutely. Well, everyone, thank you so much for taking some time to join us. We will see you next time right throughout the summer right here on Facebook Live.